Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers Monday, December 2. Carter rejects Ridge's deal, refuses to dump Hope and drop Takeover. The Bold and the Beautiful. B&B spoilers for Monday, December 2. Reveal that some shocking moments are on the way. But let's discuss some preemptions first. B&B will air sports coverage instead of B&B on Thursday, November 28. And the same goes for Friday, November 29. However, the show will be back with an all-new episode once Monday arrives, so let's dive in and talk about all the drama that's coming up. Rich Forrester, Thorsten Kaye just offered Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor a deal, though it really sounded more like an ultimatum. If Carter is willing to end his relationship with Hope Logan, Annika Nolan get rid of the LLC papers, then Ridge is willing to get past his betrayal. Ridge is buying into Steffy Forrester's, Jacqueline McInneswood idea that Hope is the one who's manipulated Carter into all this, so he's giving Carter a chance to dump Hope and get his life back on track. Since Ridge expects Justin Barber, Aaron D. Spears to come through with a loophole or some other solution to stop this takeover, he'll think Carter needs to take advantage of this opportunity. Ridge may argue that it's the only way to save Carter's career. Of course, Carter has no intention of abandoning Hope after all the promises he's made. It's clear that Carter has fallen head over heels, so there's no way he'll turn his back on Hope now. In fact, Carter may think Ridge's ultimatum is more proof of how the Forresters blame the Logans for everything, even when it's not their fault. Perhaps Carter will make it crystal clear that Hope didn't manipulate him into anything and insist this is HI's choice. Whatever the case, Carter will move forward with his takeover plan, so the LLC papers will be filed. Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInneswood will eventually get bad news and become just as angry as Ridge over everything that's gone down. Although Justin has agreed to try wiggling the Forresters out of this mess, he may have some unfortunate updates in the coming episodes. There's a good chance Justin won't be able to stop what Carter set in motion, so Ridge, Steffy and Eric Forrester, John McCook may have to accept their fate, at least until this storyline is over. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say more tension will erupt at the office, so we'll bring you more predictions on the next round of corporate mayhem. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers Monday, December 2. Carter rejects Ridge's deal, refuses to dump Hope and drop Takeover. The stage is set for a dramatic clash on The Bold and the Beautiful this Monday, December 2. As tensions rise at Forrester Creations, a critical moment looms, as Carter Walton finds himself at a moral crossroads, facing an ultimatum from Ridge Forrester. Ridge, ever the mastermind behind the scenes, has been plotting a major move to regain control of the company, and he believes that Carter is the key to securing his victory. But Carter, the man of integrity and loyalty, will not be easily swayed. In this explosive episode, Carter will make a bold stand, refusing to accept Ridge's terms, and drawing a line in the sand. This could be a pivotal moment for Carter, one that will alter his future at Forrester Creations and his personal relationships. Carter's loyalty to Hope shakes Ridge's strategy. Ridge, ever the calculating businessman, approaches Carter with a high-stakes offer, drop his support for Hope Logan and distance himself from her involvement in Forrester Creations. In return, Ridge promises Carter a key role in the company's future, including his full backing to take over a significant part of the business. The proposal seems too good to pass up on paper: power, influence, and status within the Forrester empire. However, there's one problem. Carter isn't the type to compromise his principles, no matter the temptation of wealth and authority. He has been a longtime friend and ally to Hope, and despite the dramatic tensions surrounding the Logan family's involvement at Forrester, Carter cannot turn his back on her so easily. Ridge's proposal is more than just a business offer, it's a direct attack on Hope's place at Forrester Creations. It's clear that Ridge wants to dismantle Hope's stake in the company, pushing her further away from the brand's legacy, something she's fought so hard to build. As someone who has witnessed Hope's unwavering commitment to the company, Carter cannot bring himself to betray her. After all, Hope has always had his back, especially when it seemed like the world was against him. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint that Carter will refuse Ridge's deal, and his rejection will be an unexpected power move. Ridge may have underestimated Carter's sense of loyalty, and this defiance could spell the end of Ridge's attempt to manipulate him into his scheme. A tug of war between loyalty and ambition. What makes Carter's decision all the more intriguing is the complexity of the situation. On one hand, Ridge's offer is undeniably tempting. Ridge is the patriarch of the Forrester family, and his backing could propel Carter to unimaginable heights within the company. With his charm, business savvy, and connections, Ridge could provide Carter with the opportunity to claim a leading role at Forrester Creations, one that could eclipse his current position as the company's legal advisor. But on the other hand, Carter's decision is more than just about business. It's about staying true to his values. Throughout his time on The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter has always been a character with a strong moral compass. Whether it's being the loyal friend, standing up for what's right, or even enduring heartache for the sake of love, Carter has consistently chosen integrity over ambition. For Carter, this situation is no different. While Ridge's offer may seem like a golden opportunity, Carter is unwilling to throw Hope under the bus to get ahead. Hope has fought hard to build a reputation for herself and Carter cannot betray that. Besides, he knows how hard Hope has worked to carve out her place within the company, and he understands the emotional and professional toll it would take on her if she were pushed aside by Ridge's power play. As the episode unfolds, Carter will make it clear to Ridge that he refuses to be part of a plan that would harm Hope's future at Forrester. His stance will put him in direct conflict with Ridge, who is used to getting his way through manipulation and leverage. Ridge will no doubt be frustrated by Carter's refusal, and tensions between the two could escalate. Ridge's retaliation. Is this the end for Carter? While Carter's rejection of Ridge's deal may seem like a noble stand, it could come with serious consequences. Ridge is a force to be reckoned with, and he doesn't take kindly to people challenging his authority. His patience is wearing thin, and Carter's refusal to fall in line could trigger Ridge's wrath. As the patriarch of Forrester Creations, Ridge may see this as an act of defiance that cannot go unpunished. Could Ridge go as far as to push Carter out of the company entirely? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest that this clash will have long-term ramifications, not only for Carter but also for Hope and the future of Forrester Creations. Ridge has always been willing to do whatever it takes to secure the company's success, even if it means sacrificing those close to him. Will Carter's decision to defy Ridge end up costing him his job? For Carter, this could be a test of his resolve. Will he remain loyal to Hope and refuse to be swayed by Ridge's promises of power and influence? Or will Ridge's threats force him to reconsider his position? If Ridge is successful in isolating Carter, it could spell disaster for Hope, leaving her vulnerable to Ridge's manipulations. The ripple effect on Hope. Of course, this situation will not only impact Carter and Ridge. Hope is likely to feel the fallout from this confrontation, as she has been at the center of the dispute. Carter's loyalty to her is commendable, but it also places her at the heart of Ridge's strategy to oust her from Forrester Creations. If Ridge is able to successfully undermine Carter, Hope will have no choice but to confront the reality that her place at Forrester is under threat. Hope has already struggled to assert her position in the family business, and Ridge's attempts to push her out could leave her vulnerable. If Carter becomes embroiled in a bitter power struggle with Ridge, Hope may have to fight even harder to protect her legacy at Forrester Creations. The question remains, will she be able to hold her ground, or will she too be swept up in Ridge's plan for domination? What's next for Carter? As the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers continue to unfold, Carter's future is uncertain. Will he remain at Forrester Creations, or will Ridge's power play leave him no choice but to walk away? Regardless of the outcome, Carter's moral stand on Monday, December 2, will undoubtedly define his future on the show, and it will mark a turning point in his relationships with both Ridge and Hope. Fans of the Bold and the Beautiful can expect more drama, more intrigue, and more power struggles in the weeks to come. Carter's defiance may just be the catalyst for even bigger twists and turns in the battle for control of Forrester Creations. The Bold and the Beautiful Wednesday, November 27 recap. Hope loses it at Brooke Ridge's ultimatum for Carter. The Bold and the Beautiful, B&B spoilers recap for Wednesday, November 27, reveals that Justin Barber, Aaron D. Spears took a copy of the LLC papers since he wanted to confer with a colleague about the best way to handle this. However, Justin warned Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K. that this may be more serious than he thought. After Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang encouraged Ridge to resolve this in a peaceful manner. Ridge said he was going to resolve this right now and summoned Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor to the office via text. Although Brooke thought it might be better to hear from Justin first, Ridge made a prediction about Justin finding a solution. Ridge added that the takeover attempt was ending today and awaited Carter's arrival. At the cabin, Carter received a text and told Hope Logan and Nicole about Ridge wanting to see him. Hope and Carter suddenly seemed hopeful that maybe they wouldn't have to go through with their takeover plan if Ridge had changed his mind. Carter assured Hope that she'd always have his support to the end, so Hope was grateful and wished him luck as he left. Back at the office, Ridge flashed back to promoting Carter to the COO position and sharing other bonding moments with him. When Carter arrived, Ridge had his back turned to him while sitting in the CEO chair. Ridge told Carter to close the door and wondered if Carter had something to tell him. After Ridge finally whipped his chair around, he insisted he knew what Carter was doing and what he was up to. Ridge asked if it ever occurred to Carter that Hope was using him and ultimately brought up the LLC papers that Carter was using to go after Forrester Power. After Ridge talked about how he trusted Carter, he ranted about Carter doing all this because Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInneswood, was mean to his new girlfriend. Ridge felt that what happened to Carter is the same thing that happened to Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton and Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson. According to Ridge, Hope got her hooks in men until they loved her so much they couldn't breathe and then drove them away. This takeover betrayal and all the Forrester vs. Logan drama sounded like it was coming from Hope instead of Carter, at least from Ridge's perspective. Ridge recalled how Steffi had told him that Hope had gotten in Carter's head, so he wished he'd listened. After Ridge wondered aloud what they should do now, he admitted he knew what he wanted to do. Ridge said he wanted to give Carter another chance, so he suggested forgetting about the LLC papers and getting rid of this toxic relationship. If Carter could do that, then Ridge said they'd be okay. Carter sought confirmation that Ridge wanted him to end things with Hope, so Ridge insisted he did. Ridge declared that Hope was the reason for all this, so he wanted Carter to get Hope out of his life before it was too late. Back at the cabin on Wednesday's B&B episode, Brooke showed up to see Hope, who was hoping for positive updates since Ridge just summoned Carter to the office. Brooke admitted she knew what it was about and ultimately confessed to overhearing the Forrester coup. Hope flipped out as she realized Brooke blabbed to Ridge, so she snapped that her mom should have told her first. Brooke insisted she didn't want to become part of the plan and argued that it wasn't right to doctor paperwork like this. Hope grew worried about Carter since he had no idea what he was walking into. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Hope will remain angry with Brooke over her betrayal, but she'll get some good news in the coming episodes.